Colt. I don't know if he's here. I just wanted to scare him. Hello. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry, chat. I had to take that break. How y'all doing? Thanks for sticking around, chat. What's up? Where's your stuff? The mulcher should work. Mulcher should work. Will the icon ever hit the corner perfectly? Squarely Dan, I don't know if it does or not. We'd have to ask Carson. He's the one that made that. Not sure. Helper vibing? Yeah. Sorry, chat. Had to run the house, take a little break. Nature calls, you know. Welcome. I don't think Colton was here. He was saying that I scare him when I come back. Break takers don't. Aussie Scott, what? Excuse me? You're right, actually. Okay, let's get back into TS. Hi. I've just been told that break takers don't get to buy cows. So.
Okay, why is that?
I don't know. Tony Rigatoni, hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm gonna have to reset my game again, right? Because I can't hire. Can't hire anything. Okay, let me reset my game. Alt F4. Hi Tony, how you doing today?
I'm doing real good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm here. Only cried once today on stream. No. Doing well. Only having to reset my games for the second time here in the past couple minutes. Saying. Anyway, how was work?
It was good. Real good.
Hi all, back lurking from work. Howdy, welcome in. Yeah, I know. But the problem is I can't hire anything, y'all. So I had to reset. Definitely it needs to get refilled. Yes. Alright. So what are you up to, Tones? Working on your map?
Yeah, just kind of relaxing and just, I don't know, just trying to enjoy my break, I guess. Doesn't even really feel like Christmas, to be honest with you.
I know, right? Doesn't at all.
Just kind of...
There's nothing about, this week that feels Christmassy to me.
I mean, just, I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah. Big
half-day
guy.
Big half-day guy.
Yeah.
I kind of am, too.
Close at noon.
Close at noon, huh?
Yeah, so if you want your flowers, better get them for noon.
I better order them, huh? Okay. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna pass this year. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be on stream. Maybe I should get some flowers to put behind me. I don't need anything green. Okay.
Need a Christmas cactus.
Yeah, it's green, Matt.
We'll get you a poinsettia.
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 They have green leaves, don't they?
They got red leaves, my boy.
But they have green too, my boy. Aren't they green too?
Oh.
Aren't they all green?
Hey, Lex, did Tony get a Christmas present for the wife?
Hey, you're right, Johnny.
Thanks to the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. You know what, Tony? I'll order some flowers for your wife, okay?
I appreciate that.
But they're coming from me, not from you.
She's married to me, so I mean that's gift enough, you know.
No, I think I'm gonna give your wife flowers and steal her. I'm gonna steal her.
Excuse me?
Fighting words right there, huh?
Yep.
It's a prank, Tony. It's a prank, bro.
Very good.
Johnny Biscuit and Patty Pancake.
There you go. Match made in heaven, Matt.
Her name's not Patty, so I'm chilling.
Wanda Waffle?
No. Nope. Nope, we're not going there. I don't know why, but that one just sounds weird. Wanda Waffle. Oh, God. Nope. No, thank you. All right, all my lights on. Lights are on, chat. They're just like the car hearts. You know, car hearts are on.
Car hearts are on.
You know, that's a TikTok thing, right?
Yeah. You know, we're gonna transition into high V shirts, but just let everybody know
Carhartts
are on.
But it cracks me up because it's like only something you see in the winter, but Carhartts are always on, my guy.
Oh yeah, 24/7.
I don't know about that now, but Carhartts are on a lot.
24/7.
Yeah, not 24/7.
Got Carhartt on right now.
Me too.
I got a
Why
shirt.
not
and a hoodie.
24/7?
Have you seen the price of Carhartts lately? It depends what Carhartt are you talking about. Like jackets, I haven't ordered a jacket. I don't have a Carhartt jacket that I wear anymore. I have one that doesn't really fit. Huh? Oh, the prices have gone crazy. You know, I always thought for years and years, chat, that it was my clothes dryer downstairs. You know, that was making my clothes a little too small. But I figured it out, chat. It's my refrigerator.
Wow.
You know, that's a good. I'm gonna have to add that to the old sit-down comedy routine.
Unclutched. Now that's a quality joke, okay?
The dad joke right there.
Carhartts are on. It is a, yeah, I know. Owen Clutch was spitting jokes earlier. They were not funny. I need a porta. What? Firebug, no. Honestly, my breaks more than anything, guys, are to get up and stretch my legs and walk around a little bit, you know?
The acoustics in a porta potty are not.
Yeah, not the strat, guys. Not the strat. Just saying. Yeah. A little echoey. Gonna need some acoustic foam in there, you know?
In the audio in a porta potty, it sounds like you're, you know, streaming from a porta potty. So.
What makes a joke a dad joke? Zach, did you know my nickname is now Sugar Lips? Or one of my nicknames?
Hey yo.
Hey yo!
Hey yo. Why is it Sugar Lips?
Because when it's
What's
oh,
your-
that's right. When it's a parent. Yeah. Because yesterday they started calling me all these weird names and like Cupcake and Sugar Lips and yeah, grass doesn't work in any of the semi trailers. It should work in like the big red one. Big red one. Leedle in a porta potty. Okay, that needs to happen. Phil. Hi.
Hi.
What'd you walk into? I'm not sure.
I don't know what the heck I walked into.
Welcome to a Puma Plow stream. Not sure what I just joined, but hey, I'm here.
I'm here.
Why am I getting this higher glitch again? Sarge.
Yeah, I got you.
Same tractor.
Okay.
Baby,
Actually-
it's the tractor.
Actually, not just the same tractor, but the other one too. Oh, maybe it is that tractor, actually, Phil. Facts. Why can't I hire that tractor, but I can hire this one?
Yeah, that's weird.
I just thought it was the higher glitch. I just reset my game, Phil. So,
Yeah, I saw.
yeah. Take me out to dinner first. Where are we going? Hello?
Somebody sounds like they're at the drive-thru.
Yeah, I'll take a number 2.
Is that a Tony? Yeah.
No, guys, I'm playing. Guys.
I think it was Sarge. I think he's on the phone. I'll take a number 2 with cheese.
Hey, let me.
We own the tractor. The farm owns the tractor. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on with that one, though, chat. It's weird. Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
I don't know why that's really become a thing we say a lot, Tony. Kind of strange.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And I've been starting to say like, hey yo, what you want, my boy?
What you want, my boy?
But Leonard gets so angry.
Yeah, he does. He does not like it.
Bad when I shove my microphone like in my throat.
Yeah, he doesn't like that at all. He does not approve
No,
of those comms.
Leonard is not vibing, let me tell you.
Not at all. And the rest of us are just laughing, you know. Leonard does not have, he does not play.
Oh man.
That's okay. Fine. You just don't do it when he's around, right?
Yeah.
Because if you do, he gets angry. I don't think Leonard's here right now. He's probably on his commute home, guys. About that time, usually. Finally cut down some. How do you get the tree out if you already... I mean, a front loader, or you can use the mulcher to mulch up the whole tree. Maybe that's what it is, Professor, yeah. Maybe. There goes our money buying seed. Come on, holy Hannah Montana, I'm stuck, help. Send the rescue team. Oh, hey, you know, I just filled it up. I should probably fill up my seeder too while I'm here, you know, not just the tank. Since I came here for fertilizer. Hey, yo. Yeah, we're out of seed too. Just out of everything, guys. So these tanks are very handy, by the way, and that's all you have to do to fill it is just run up there and hit R and you're good to go. Super nice and handy. Super, super nice and handy. Really like the tanks. Seed fertilizer and liquid fertilizer all in them. There's not a herbicide one, which is lame. And I'm sure before somebody says it, I'll say it. There's a modded one out there, I'm sure. But we're not running mods. Should buy the big silo.
You guys are right. I am on the phone, so I'll be right back.
You're good, Sarge. All good. All good.
Yeah.
We should buy the big silo just for the fun of it? No. I don't have that kind of money right now. Those are the in-game tanks. Seed, fertilizer, and liquid. Under the construction tab, they're there. See, I can't hire this tractor either. Why can I not hire tractors? Why, chat, why? This one should have GPS set up from earlier. Apparently not, though. Hey, yo, my game's broken. Fine. We don't need it. We'll just GPS it, guys. We'll do it live. We'll Bill O'Reilly this.
We'll do it live.
Did you ever see the Winnebago Man? Remember him?
Oh.
Where it's like outtakes from a Winnebago commercial that they were making? Oh my goodness. It's not quite appropriate for the stream, but my goodness. They actually made like a documentary with it. They went and like found the guy and like, yeah, it was crazy. You think it's because my jokes suck?
Okay, question. Has it all been John Deere or has it been just every tractor?
What tractor is that? That's a Fendt. I can hire the Fendt. And I can't hire anything else. Well, no, okay. I hired this John Deere.
Okay, well, it's not that.
There's two tractors I for the life of me cannot hire, apparently. I don't know, we're almost done with this part anyway. It doesn't really matter. We do have some other stuff to do, but we're getting. Oh no, we got an hour left, chat. The final countdown is on, chat. Do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do.
Final countdown.
Great song, by the way. Yeah. You missed the sit-down comedy.
So throughout my life, guys.
Oh no.
Yes, I know about the whole page up, page down, moving lines, all that. The reason I'm not moving my lines, the reason I didn't, is because we have preloaded lines in here. We have courses saved, basically. So if I'm working in this field and Sarge is over in the other field and he gets done, he can come over here and run with me perfectly in sync. So we don't have to like do any of that stuff. So I will not shift lines on GPS in multiplayer. It's just, it works better if you don't do it. So hopefully that makes sense. Tony, what you gonna go with your comedy joke?
So throughout my life, my friends,
You're
they
really
tell me
funny looking. Yeah, you're right.
They say Tony. But listen, just look at me right now. You're so funny. Well,
How
you're
about-
Jeff Foxworthy?
Have I ever seen what? Have I ever seen the TV show Cheers? Yeah. Norm. All right. I used to watch Cheers.
Sometimes you wanna go where
Everybody
everybody
knows.
knows your name.
Or going clutch. That's just rude, bro.
I'm not fat. I'm husky.
Huh?
Difference.
When it goes, it works. Top what? Yeah, basically. Yeah, Smokel Joe, we've been using Wobster's GPS for a long time. And we learned that lesson in 19. We have saved lines. We have a north-south and an east-west. They're saved. You load that line. You set your width. And actually, if you notice, we have a custom GPS where we can actually type in our width right here. So sometimes the equipment's not quite right on the auto width. So our, like with Cedar or say combines, we want to be able to like pass each other, right? You're going different directions. So we type in our custom width and it's just perfect. So that's a Puma Plow exclusive that y'all can't have. Sorry. You didn't, if you save the courses in there, it's the same for everybody. Yeah. Watson, what's up? How's it going? So I'm not fat. I'm under tall. Guys, what? Your brother was just watching it on Netflix. You talk about Winnebago Man? It was a great documentary. Great documentary. Matt, I'll have to find you the video on YouTube eventually. Or you can just YouTube Winnebago Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why do I call Zach Tony? Because that's his nickname right now. Right?
Yes, sir.
I'm not fat, just thick-skinned. I'm not fat, I'm just big-boned, okay? Especially in the mid-region. I got bones. Wait, that sounds wrong. You know what I mean?
I'm just built different.
I am built different. We're all built different. That's what makes the world go round, chat. Thanks for the host there. Appreciate it. Welcome in.
Wasn't it your nephew who saw like the DVD, like in the store, and you know was I Am Legend or something like that?
Yes, it was I Am Legend, and it was at the library, and they like abbreviated on the end of the thing, you know. So when it's like on the shelf with a bunch of other ones, it's like abbreviated out, and it just said I'm wide. And he just thought that was the funniest thing, like a 10-year-old. They had to rent it. I don't even think he watched it, but he had to just know what this movie was that said I am wide.
And it was widescreen. It was abbreviated for widescreen.
$4,200 on beans. Heck yeah. Stockpile for 3 years. You sell those beans, man. That's good money right there. Let us know how much you get. Yeah, I am wide. He had to have it. Your dad says you're not fat, just been pregnant for a night. Or he's been pregnant for a night. Dang.
Are you a guy?
I'm assuming that they're saying their dad says that. Or is they saying it about you? I'm confused. Oh my. Either way, it's kind of messed up. Funny at the same time. Kind of messed up, kind of funny. Okay.
Oh.
Says it about himself. Okay. Say if he says that about somebody else, that's kind of rude, right?
I'm gonna say if you are female and he's saying that about you, that's a little
Could
rude.
you imagine?
That's
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, that's kind of rude. Yo, Lex coming in with some festive emotes. Alrighty there, Lex.
that's the worst thing. Is like, I've never done this, but I know people that have. Is
When
like
are
they
you expecting?
Yeah, they see a lady and they're like, you know, when are you due?
Yeah, it's like
And they're like, excuse me, and you're like, oh crap.
wow, Lex. And you're just like, mission failed. We'll get them next time. You know. Yeah, that's definitely not okay. That's why you don't assume anything, chat. Just saying. Heard me. That's time he checks.
You're like,
right.
is it a boy or a girl?
Yeah. Like, it's Taco Bell. Thank you.
That's that new quesarito, man.
Yeah, dude. Grilled cheese burrito. Yeah, that thing. Grilled cheese burrito's life.
I love the food, but it don't like me. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. I got skippers everywhere. Got to clean them all up, Chad. It's like Pokemon. Got to catch them all.
Got the lactose intolerance, but I like to be free. You know.
What? When did you turn into like a luchador or something?
Luchador.
I don't know.
What's a luchador?
I don't know. What is a? I don't even know. Is that like a Mexican wrestler?
Is it?
Luchador? Isn't that a thing? I don't even know.
I know they have like matadors, and that's like a bullfighter or something like that.
Holiday pie is good, but not as good as the apple. Okay. Telling. Oh, I'll put on a few pounds over 7 and asked when they were at. Yeah, it's a wrestler in Mexico. Yeah, luchador.
I am Nacho.
Yeah. Let's not be offensive too much, but you know.
Too late.
They were asked by another colleague when they were due. Oh, that's just a no-go right there. I saw a TikTok video and this lady goes, it's one meeting, one time a week, or 1 hour. And that was the start of her video. And she goes, there's somebody in that meeting that makes me want to quit my job. It's like, for 1 hour, once a week. I don't know why. That video hit me in the giggles. I don't know. Like, I don't have to deal with that, I guess. But it made me laugh. What? Okay. You bet HR has a field day with that one, right? Yeah. Hashtag, what's going on, man? Welcome in, y'all. How y'all doing today? Y'all are having a good day. Pretty good day here at Puma Plow. Been an okay day. Been kind of down today about stuff, but you know, I'm gonna do it.
Kiwi Medic just subscribed.
Kiwi, thanks for subbing up. I appreciate it. Callie, you have somebody like that that makes you want to quit your job? Did I see your TikTok video about it? I appreciate the brand new sub. Thanks for using your Prime here. Enjoy your chat badge and your emotes. Welcome on in. Did you make a TikTok about it? Because it was funny if you did. It made me laugh. Just saying. It made me laugh. I'll never use TikTok. Okay. I just thought it was funny. Like, I guess I don't have coworkers per se. You know, I work from home. This is my job, so. It's like, what's the movie? Office Space. I don't find the movie funny because I've never worked in an office. You know? Yeah.
Huh.
What, Vigorous Bull? What are you on about? Will we get cows tonight? I don't know.
Trying.
We're trying, guys. We have about 45 minutes before Matt goes live. The goal is to get him before Matt went live, so we're trying. Problem is I can't hire planners, although those are done up there. That field's done. We just need those down in 57. I get done here, so we're trying, guys. We're trying. Really trying.
What are we doing in 57? Sunflower or oats?
That's been worked, so we can do, well, we can do either one. Whatever you want to do.
That's why I was asking. I don't care.
I don't care either. Ever worked in IT? It's funny. It's hilarious. I've never. Nope. Don't know what that is. But yeah. Yeah, Office Space, I know, like, a couple of my brothers, they just love the movie, and I'm just like, I don't get it, because I've never worked in an office, you know? Office Space is so good, yeah, I tried really, really hard to watch it one time, and I made it through it, but I just... the other problem, guys, and this is a definite, like, I have a problem with things, okay? This is definitely a John problem, okay? This is a John Plow problem. If things are overhyped to me, or if things are even hyped to me, I don't even want to say overhyped, but if, like, the Spider-Man movie that everybody's, like, in love with right now, I'll probably never see it, because it can never live up to the hype that everybody's been giving it. Or I'll see it and I'll just be like, it was okay. You know, honestly, Game of Thrones was that way for me. First time hyped it up so much that I was just like, I don't even want to watch it. Finally I did, and I love it, but yeah. Surprised we haven't connected 56 and 57 together. They're a really weird shaped field. We're probably going to put some more like factory stuff in 56 at some point too. John with an H in the parallel universe loves Office Space. Are you referencing Rick and Morty now? I don't watch that show either. That's another one that first time just loves, and I'm like, nope, I'm not even gonna try to watch it. What do you want to plant there, Sarge? You want to do? Which one do you want to do?
If you get there with something before I do, then that's what we're going.
You're planting sunflowers. I'm into sunflowers, so let's do sunflowers.
Okay.
Lots of sunflowers. Go with it. Rick and Morty. Rick and... Yeah, I never watched it. Okay, then the new Spider-Man is so bad. Yeah, I just don't like when stuff's hyped. I don't know. Weird.
I can't get into it because I'm more of an original guy.
Yeah?
Like, you know, Christopher Reeves is Superman.
Yeah, 100%.
Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, Sarge, I'm going to plant this little field outside the house real fast.
Okay.
But I'll be over to help you in just a minute. So I say Letterkenny's good, but I'll try to overhype it. Yellowstone? I've never seen Yellowstone. So
Great show.
That's what I've heard, but Mrs. Professor, yes, we already know that Han Solo dies, so why go watch the Spider-Man movie?
Isn't Han's okay, guys. I don't even watch movies, and Han Solo's from Star Wars. Okay, guys, come on, let's lock it in here.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Fine. Oh,
Tony Stark is Iron Man? No. I do need to watch Yellowstone, though. I've heard a lot of good about it. Yeah. Are sunflowers near the beehives? Yes, they will be. Golly, easy for me to say. Yes.
Some of them will be, yeah.
Yeah, some of them. That'll help our our honey production, I should say. Right? Or does it help the sunflowers? Is that which one does it help? Both?
It helps sunflowers, potatoes, and canola.
But how much does it really help?
It's supposed to increase the yield on them by a little bit. I don't know.
So
how
can
much,
we, with that yield number in the bottom right, can we go over 100?
I don't know.
I'll have to find out.
Haven't gotten to the bees yet.
Spider-Man shot first and killed Han Solo. And then he took off his mask and he goes, Luke, I am your father, right?
And he said, hey, you guys.
And then the Kool-Aid man burst through the wall and said, oh yeah. We'll just tie a whole bunch of random stuff together. What does needs rolling mean? It's exactly what it sounds like. It needs to be rolled. But rolling only gives you a 2.5% yield bump, so it's not worth the time. But, you know, going clutch, you can do it if you want. I'm not going to stop anybody from rolling, but I don't want to roll. Worth my time. You know, like, that's just, all that right there just kind of sounded like a Family Guy when they, like, do the cutaway thing. And it's just, like, totally random, and then they cut back, and just, what? Yeah. Waiting for a Micro Machines reference. Oh, can't really mess with Micro Machines. Not really my thing.
They were the thing back in the day.
Going clutch, going to the shop, and it's on the right side. It's called rollers. There's a category. So. Rolling after grass harvest. All the rolling does after grass harvest is give you a fertilization state. If you're having issues with grass growing, it can also fix that, but yeah. Michael Keaton's coming back to play Batman. Really?
Yep.
You can allegedly boost yield to 200%. How in the Hannah Montana would you do that? That's weird. We're gonna go east-west, right, Sarge?
Sure.
My GPS is already set up, so is yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I'll go to the south side.
Yeah, I haven't changed it yet.
Yeah. Waiting for acceptance. Yes. Flax. Mulching roll, no. Fertilize and herbicide, yes. Stompers. What's that? I think I'm too young for the Micro Machine thing, right? Or at least I was too poor. I don't know. We never, Micro Machines were not a thing for us.
You have like Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars?
I had some. I didn't have a lot. Yeah. But at like the same time. I feel like Micro Machines were just like a little before my time. Stoppers with the... Oh. I don't know what that is. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm a little too young. The Micro Machines. But it is what it is, guys, right?
I remember them, but not because I played with them. I just remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
a thing for me or anybody I know. So.
Even now,
I know it wasn't for me.
Even now at 3090 still vibe. Thanks for that gift sub, by the way. I do appreciate that. Holy Hannah Montana. How's it going? Thank you. Thank you. AT and a bunch of numbers. We'll just go with that, right? Appreciate it. I had like, what were those things? Like the spinny things. What were those? They took small trucks and they had a double A battery. I'm sure. No.
Mm-mm.
I don't remember those at all. Not at all. Beyblades? Yeah. My brother had some of those. I never had them. I do remember those. Those were fun. Came out in the 80s and 90s. Okay. Definitely not fidget spinners. No. Those are new. Alright, 4x4. You know what? Maybe I did have one of those. There was one of the... Did they have like a gear shifter on the back of them? Was that a thing? Was that a thing with like a gear shifter on the back? Hey, KT, thank you. All good. All good. Micro Machines were late 80s and into the 90s. The thing you have to remember about me, guys, I was born in 87, right? Family, we were extremely poor. We weren't like government cheese poor, so we weren't that bad, but we were very, very, like, very, very poor growing up. And we didn't have a lot of stuff. I didn't really get like new toys or anything because I had hand-me-downs. I basically lived in hand-me-downs between clothes and toys and video games. 'Cause like my older brother, like my grandma, she had some, not a lot, she was doing okay, you know? So she bought like my older brother's like Nintendo and stuff. So I was able to play that, but like I didn't really get anything new as a child, you know? Okay, at Christmas I might get a couple things, but like I didn't, grew up really poor. I know what micro machines are. I've definitely seen them. I just never had any. I remember having a few Hot Wheels, a few Matchbox, stuff like that, but I didn't really. Actually, most of the like Matchbox and Hot Wheels I played with, they all had fingernail polish on the bottom. Because at Grandma's house, at my dad's parents' house, Grandma would take fingernail polish and put a different color on the bottom of the car for whose car it was supposed to be, but it lived at Grandma and Grandpa's house. I can remember playing with those. I never really had any of my own, you know? Grandma was not a gamer, no. No. Yeah, I was super poor growing up, guys. So, yeah. You always liked hand-me-downs? I didn't like it when I had to wear a dress, you know, for my sister. No, I'm kidding. I didn't never had to wear a dress, but I definitely lived in hand-me-downs, though. That was... So, Vigorous Bull, are you telling me the little chart that pops up, we can get that to say 205%? We do have chickens for eggs, yes. Yes, we do. You do that with your keys? Kids, maybe? Yeah. That's where I got the cupcake. No, cupcake nickname happened yesterday, chat. Posted a picture of a few of them in Discord. Okay, I can't see Discord right now, but awesome. I'll check them out later. I'll check them out later, for sure. You bet I would have been cute in a little flowery dress.
Hey, yo.
7 brothers, no sisters. No, there's 7 of us total. I have a, so it's 3 boys, my sister, and then 3 more boys. That's the family.
Okay, I just lost connection.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We still don't have the cows, guys, unfortunately. We need to sell our crop so we can afford them, and we just haven't been able to get to that point in the year yet. Okay, you can allegedly get it to stay 105%. Okay. Fixer in Discord, Jeff. I will check it out later, sir. I don't have it open right now. Thank you guys for the follows coming in. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all very much. Thanks for the follows, guys. Okay. Fixer in Discord. There's a cupcake picture. I see that. Thanks. Thanks, Figures. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, no, that's not what I had. I can remember having this little truck thing when we were kids. It was definitely a hand-me-down, so it's like way older than the 80s, right? It was older, and I can remember it having like this weird gear shifting on the back. To be honest, it's probably still in my basement. We pretty much have all of our old toys still. Getting to start a new farm tonight. You can't wait. Uh-oh. Why are you starting a new farm? Cheers, guys, on the hydrate. I definitely, you know, I've talked about this with people. I definitely would not trade growing up poor for anything. You know, when you wake up one morning and you're like, wow, the house is really quiet today because you don't have electricity because it got turned off because parents couldn't pay the bill. It makes you appreciate things a lot more. I'm on a keyboard and mouse. I have a wheel, but I don't use it for farm sim. You don't remember what it was? You know, it just makes you appreciate everything that you have later on in life a whole lot more. And that's where I'm at with a lot of stuff. It made me appreciate it a lot more. And you know, the what my parents were doing to like we were scraping by there for years, you know, and they did what they had to do. And, you know, I've said before, like my dad really wasn't around when I was growing up, you know. Oh, messy with landscaping. My dad wasn't really around as a kid when I was a kid, because he was just working. The old man worked like crazy, you know. So, taught you the value of $1. Yeah, I started cutting grass when I was 9 years old, guys. Not like super professionally, but I mean, I was getting paid, you know. 9 years old, chat. So, yeah. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? Definitely makes you appreciate things a lot more growing up with nothing, right? You appreciate. Yeah. Thanks for the follows, guys. We appreciate the fact that you can help your mom pay her bills. That's super awesome of you to do. Just saying. That is super awesome of you to help your mom out with her bills. That's great. Great. Thanks for the follows, guys. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Yeah. Going scrapping, yeah. I remember one time rolling up to McDonald's with a bag full of dimes. And I thought the lady was going to kill us. Oh, Jeff, that's close. That's really close to the one that we had, yeah. Y'all ever have that thing that was like a helicopter, but it was like tethered in the center? It would fly in circles? I remember. Able to save a lot from little, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, no, like I said, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. It wasn't the best childhood. It was very difficult at times, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. I really wouldn't. So, yeah. And, you know, I guess the biggest thing that I always knew is, like, mom and dad were, you know, we were loved. We'll just say that, you know. And they did what they could to take care of us. And, I mean, it wasn't a bad childhood per se. It just, like I said, growing up and being like, man, this house is really quiet today. There's no noise. Yeah. But, you know, I'd go to like a buddy's house to watch cable, you know, because we didn't have it. We were too poor for cable. Just saying. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't trade it for nothing. Oh. You have the same childhood right now. Uh-oh. Well, I'm here to let you know, man, things get better. They do. Things actually do get better. And it's going to be weird to say this, but like my mom was always in charge of the finances. And she got really, really sick back in the 90s. She had like pneumonia really bad. My dad took over the finances. From like that day on, things got better. That was kind of weird. I remember it happening too. Like, yeah. There you go. Fire Shadow, yeah. There you go, buddy, yeah. Yep, things do get better. They really do. And then, you know, since I was cutting grass at a young age, I definitely learned the value of $1 and like how good it felt when you like, you know, work your tail off to be able to afford something that you've been wanting, you know, like a new bicycle as a child or whatever it was, you know. It was like, this is awesome. You know? Never stop dreaming about it. That's another good one, yeah. Yeah. Four down houses to build that. Whoa. That's cool. Crazy. Just the way people used to be, exactly. Man, we put these sprayers away dirty and not full. Look at us, chat. Shame, chat. Shame. Oh, shame. So did I mention we have to herbicide everything, chat, before we confess time?
No, that's right.
Yeah. I got one hired right now, Sarge. I'm heading out in the other one. We got a tractor up in 31 that needs to be brought in. Actually, you know what? Let me just... You're in it. Never mind. I was going to AI it, but you're good. Head to the shop. Get some more... Actually, I'll just start with this field. Here. Let's do it. Knock it out. Our GPS going here. Something else I would like to do with the finances on this map when we get them. Upgrade our spraying capabilities. It's time to go to the Rubicons. Definitely time to go to the Rubicons, guys. They have a bigger width and a lot bigger tank. So we can spray faster because we'll have a bigger width, and we can hold more, which means we should be able to spray longer, or about the same because of the bigger width, probably. So it'll be good. It will be good. True. True, Fire Shadow. That's true, Fire. True. True. I don't know about for you, but like going to other people's houses too was always kind of eye-opening for me as a child. Like seeing how my buddies were living and seeing like the stuff they had, and like, you know, that was always eye-opening. Even as like fairly young, I can remember being like, we got like fancy furniture without holes in their couch, you know, like, wow, what's that like? Thanks for that follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? Although honestly, till I was like probably a teenager, I don't think we bought a new piece of furniture for my house. Like we always had like hand-me-down couches from my grandma or hand-me-down chairs from my grandma. We never like even had a new couch, you know, but it's all good. Storms, I believe you can. Yes, sir. I believe you can. Feeling better, Storms? Hope you are, buddy. Yeah. And then there was a kid on my street who was an only child. So he had all the fancy toys, you know? He had all the cool stuff. I got you, Fire Shadow. I got you, Fire. I got you. That sucks, Storms. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I can remember going to people's house and being like, whoa, this is different. The other thing is having so many people in the family too. I mean, there were 9 of us that lived in my house for at least 5 years. Then my one brother moved out. So there's still 8 of us, you know, that's a lot of people in a house, you know, in a 3-bedroom house. It's a lot of people. So yeah. They had an extra living room where you weren't allowed. I don't ever remember any of those places, Jeff, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
Those were fancy places.
That's right. Them are fancy houses right there.
You had a living room you're not allowed in? Yeah, that's...
I ain't never been in a house like that. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't.
I delivered some appliances to a house like that.
Did you?
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Or houses like that, I guess more than one.
And I'm going to be honest, and I probably shouldn't be this honest with this stuff, but hey, whatever, we're here. The house I live in, my grandpa technically bought from my parents. And they were paying him back. They had like a payment plan with my grandpa. My dad fell in some hard times with his own business that he had at the time, a lawn and garden shop. Plastic on the furniture. No, never been around that. But Dad fell in some hard times with his business, and he had to close, and he went to work for another lawn and garden shop, which is the one he still works for. And magically, all the paperwork for the house, as far as like what they owed my grandpa and stuff, all of it went missing. Grandpa just got rid of all of it. So I don't actually know how much they like, quote, never paid Grandpa back, but Grandpa basically gave us this house. And if it weren't for him, that would have been really bad, a bad time for the family, you know? So Grandpa just did what he thought was right and helped us out, you know? So, you know, for money he worked all his life to have, being a farmer. So, yeah, big shout out to Gramps, you know. Just saying. That was just what he thought was right. And appreciate it still to this day. Definitely, definitely. But if you would have ever met him, you would have never thought that he was loving or supporting at all. He was very, probably just the generation he was, very like stone-faced. He told my grandma, guys, when they got married, the day they got married, he said, "I love you, and I'll let you know if anything changes." And he never said he loved her again. They were married for 50 years before they like passed. Just saying. You know? One of yours was drunk. I'm sorry to hear that. And not all, I mean, yeah. But he was very stone-faced, you know? Yeah. Obviously he decided to help. Yep. Oh, kind of crazy though. Yeah. He was super nice, yeah. He actually, I don't even know if I ever like saw him smile till he was in a nursing home, like 85 years old. You know? He was in a nursing home and I used to go in wearing like a boonie hat. I had a boonie hat I used to wear a lot. And every time he'd see it, he'd look up at me out of his wheelchair and he'd kind of chuckle, and that just made me wear the hat every time then when I went to see him. I didn't care if I had, you know, not been at the farm working or whatever. I'd just wear the hat to make him laugh. So, yeah, kind of funny. He liked it. Mission refresh on console. I don't know if that's a console mod or not. Probably not. If I had to guess. That's the way it is. It should be anyway, right? Parents do what they got to do. You're 40 and really, Jeff? Oh man. Man. Oops. You know, that marriage word, chat, it doesn't mean what it used to, you know? And it's kind of sad. It really is.
Yeah.
It does not mean what it used to at all. People just, it's just not the same, man. You know? You got water out of the well. Let's go. Hashtag well water, am I right?
Isn't that your handle?
That was my trucker name we used to use on American Truck. Yeah, well water. Well water. Yep. You need to spray following every harvest cycle. So we spray after planting. So technically right now we are taking care of the weeds. We will not have weeds that will grow in this crop. So, yeah. That's what we're doing. But every planting, yes, you would need to spray. You don't want weeds in your crop. Definitely. Great grandparents had water from a spring. That was amazing. Awesome. Been married 14 years. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. And there's definitely still some people out there, but it's rare. It really is rare these days, and that's sad. You know, that just doesn't mean what it used to, you know. That's for sure. Anyway, we're getting like real deep today on the stream here, guys. So how about that stand-up comedy career, am I right? Stand-up comedy, chat. Oh goodness. You just had a 50th anniversary party for your parents? That's awesome. That is awesome. That's way cool. You'd rather not on the comedy? Come on. The chat, it's my career after streaming. Streaming's not gonna last forever. I hope it does though, actually. Right?
Who said streaming is not gonna last forever?
I'll be 95 and still be streaming, Sonny.
You can be 95 and still be streaming.
Back in my day, we used to play the Farm Sim 13. Wait, Mrs. Professor, you're getting rain today. What? No way. Don't quit my day job. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Chat. This is my day job. Literally. I'm about to clock out for the day, boys. Actually, that's not really a thing. Let's be honest. Clocking out as a content creator is not really a thing. I was working until 3 o'clock in the morning last night, guys. Actually, it was almost 4 by the time I was done. So, yeah. Clocking out's not really a thing. Don't say cap. Don't say cap to that. Why are we saying cap? Why are we capping that? It was 4 o'clock in the morning and I was still working. It was. I was editing for the second channel. And now I have the world to upload. I don't count upload time as work time. I'm usually not doing anything when it's uploading because I go to bed. You know, upload overnight a lot. But Sarge, are you in here or no?
Yeah, I'm here.
What you doing?
Pruning the grapes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess that's a thing we need to do too, huh?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Hey, we got a hired sprayer over there in behind the homestead. It's stuck right now, but I'll go take care of it. That's real fast. Definitely a little stuck. Actually, we're just gonna leave him here because there's no point in starting him there anyway. Let's go fill him up and we'll put him in this other. Just put him there now. He has 22%. We'll just start. Why not? He's gonna get stuck on everything anyway, so why not? We'll just put him here, hit the old button, and go back to ours. Yeah, this is my day job. Crazy. As I've said a few times, it's a dream come true of a dream I didn't know I had. Kind of crazy. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How is it going? Hope your day's good. Is ready for Christmas? I can't believe it's Christmas, like Eve tomorrow. Crazy. Possibly Wolf 6, but I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not going to say I work more or less than somebody else, you know? I don't do that, but probably, yeah. Because a lot of people, you know, and it's boom, it's 5 o'clock, they're out and they're done. They don't really think about their job till the next day, right? Saying. But I'm not going to say that, you know, what I do is hard or it's, you know, I have a lot of fun doing this, and I wouldn't trade this, you know, for anything. So, yeah, wouldn't trade it for nothing. So, yeah. Unless, like, you know, testing a new resort in Bora Bora is a job, then I might be there, you know. Don't know why Bora Bora. I always say Bora Bora, and I don't really know why. Y'all seen those things where it's like in the ocean? It's like the little bungalow up on like the pillars, and you're just like out in the ocean. Y'all ever see those? I think they have those in Bora Bora. Someday, chat. Not really. I don't think I could justify the money to go all the way there. It'd be crazy. Hi guys, Will 6, thank you. That's Bora Bora. Dude, have you seen those videos? Or like up in is it Iceland, Greenland? One of them up there. They got like the little hut out in the woods, and it's like a whole glass top, and you're supposed to, like, you know, look up at the stars and the northern lights and all that stuff. That would be so cool too. Anyway, they have those. They have those at Disney, but it's on a lake. Oh, that was not quite the same, huh? Pretty close though. That's cool. You can rent a 20 grand. This is Professor. Never mind. I could just look at a picture of the lights, you know, or of the ocean, you know. You have them in Canada, the little huts out in the for the stars. That'd be way cool. Just saying. $25. That's way too much money. I could never justify that, guys.
Nope.
Oh, I'm not okay. I didn't really mean woods. I just meant like out in the wilderness. How about that? Is that better? Like away from populated areas. Have I seen how long of a plane ride it
What's
is?
this guy do? Besides running out.
Do what, Sarge?
I was wondering what this guy was over here doing. Running out of stuff.
Is he out?
Almost.
Okay, I just hired him just to hire him. Over there, I'm working in the Northfield right now. I got 50, 56, and 57 done. Most of the big field at the homestead's done too. Yeah, guys, I've never even been on a plane, you know? So, from the Midwest, we road trip. You could almost build a pretty decent 3090 PC for 20 grand. Almost. Almost, yeah. Just like a no on the cows, boys. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, we're not going to get to the cows today. It really sucks. But that just means tomorrow, guys, at about 3 o'clock. I think I'm going to start a little later tomorrow, but earlier than I'm supposed to. We'll be firing up and streaming Farm Sim. And we will start. I will work on this map tonight / tomorrow before stream so that we can start stream with selling and buying cows. All right. Whatever else needs to be done in here, I'll either get it done tonight or I'll get it done tomorrow. So we can start stream with selling soybeans and corn and buying the cows. Okay. I was really hoping to get it all done today. It just didn't work, you know. We mess with factories a lot today. So, yeah. We mess with factories. Storms, no. I don't know the full thing yet, and I know that makes really, like, I can talk to you about it after stream, yes. But it's not like the official mod meeting that I want to have now.
Well, I gotta be part of a meeting, bro? I didn't sign up for this.
Oh, you are a mod, aren't you?
I didn't sign up for this.
There is going to be a meeting soon. Yeah. Living. Oh, man. Oh my goodness. Sit there and watch the northern. And you, oh man. That would just be magical. If you could just, you see that like all the time. I guess you'd get used to it, right? Man. That'd be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. Yeah, we can chat about it after stream or whenever. Like I said, I don't know everything that's going on exactly yet, but I don't know when I'll get to the bottom of it either. Whoa, Lex, Christmas bonus. Whoa. No. What's that? Never heard of it, Lex. Christmas bonus. Tony, you want me to like send you a pizza or something? Tony's muted, Lex, sorry. He's probably making his like acceptance speech for his you know, bonus. You think you figured out we'll talk about it, Starbs. It's not for something on stream, you know? So it's good. And Carson's not going to be here tonight. He doesn't really know what's going on either, to be honest. He doesn't have a clue. So we'll have more of a meeting. I need to figure everything out and kind of figure out more of a game plan, if that makes sense. But we can have like a preliminary meeting about it. So, yeah. He passed out when he heard meeting. He probably did. Poor guy. I mean, used to. Wow. That's awesome. I've seen him once. And I'm sure it was nothing like actually seeing him way up there, you know? Like, yeah. There was one of those events where we could see him, like, down here. That happens occasionally, but not very often, I guess. So cool. I still remember seeing Hail Bop. Y'all remember that comment? Was it Hail Bop? Wasn't that the name of it? I remember seeing that one. It was right over there. In my... If I went outside my house and turned left down my street, it was up there. I remember seeing that. Chat, my cup's empty, and I keep trying to take a drink from it, and it's empty. It's empty. Oh, goodness. It doesn't work, though, chat. I don't know. It's strange like that, you know? That's... We're going to be out of here in a few, chat. Since we're unfortunately not getting the cows tonight. Dang it. No, it's not break time. Matt will be done, or Matt will be firing up here soon, guys. We're going to be jumping over to his stream. Haley's comment? Is that what it was? Was it Haley's comment? Maybe that's what it was. Oh, I have more water. I just have to pour it in my cup. You know? No break. No breaks. April 1st, 1997. Vigorous Bull with the Google. There you go. I remember that.
G103 Regman cheered Dex 100. I guess it's mandatory overtime until you get the cows.
No mandatory overtime until I get the cows. No, we'll be getting them tomorrow, guys. Don't worry. Thanks for the 100 biddies, though. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna be hopping down.
All right, Matt. We'll catch you. All I want for Christmas. Dude. Hey, Sean. Sean's not here. Dang it. We need to remember that one. Lex. All I want for Christmas is cows. If that's not a title, I don't know what is a title right there. Lex, thank you very much for that. I will definitely steal that, okay? Should I take a picture of it and send it to Carson right now? He's at a basketball game. He's going to have no clue what I'm talking about. Oh, goodness me. Watson, I'll be around. Yeah, I'll be around eventually. I got to talk. What's up, Tony?
Go ahead.
You're good. What's up?
I was talking to my dad, so that's why I muted, but we're getting a bonus?
No, Lex is, I don't know what Lex is talking about. Maybe he gets a bonus for the channel he mods. I don't know. Not here.
But,
I said, you want me to send you a pizza?
Actually, yeah, I'm really hungry. What you
really?
got, my boy?
What you making, my boy?
Probably leftover chicken cordon bleus, probably.
Chicken cordon? You're so fancy, buddy.
Listen, I got a question for y'all.
What's up, bud?
Have y'all ever called a chicken cordon bleu a turtle?
I don't know if I've ever called a chicken cordon bleu anything besides a chicken cordon bleu. I've never had chicken cordon bleu. I don't even know what it is.
What?
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 That sounds fancy people food. No? And Vigorous Bull, I know I did say tomorrow yesterday, but like we tried, okay? Sarge and I tried all day to like get to that point on the map where we could have them, but we just didn't get there, you know? And I don't want to take a loan. We could go buy them right now, but I'm not going to go take a loan. It's chicken stuffed with cream cheese.
Got like little,
It's frozen dinner food. So definitely not fancy people food then, huh, chat?
And they do have it in the,
Chicken cordon bleu has beef in it. What?
hey,
no.
Where's that Cappy mode at, my guy? It's
Damn.
ham. And then fried in breadcrumbs. It's delicious.
Oh yeah, Lex? Wow. That's gonna be something. Have fun with that, Lex. Have fun with that, Lex. Goodness me.
But like for our kind of like every Christmas dinner at Grandma and Grandpa's, like that was the main course.
Ah.
Cordon bleus. So like since
So
we
wait.
had Christmas.
Wait, so like right out of the TV dinner, like
No,
is there a
no, we
line
buy
at the microwave or?
No, we buy them individually and then put them like on a baking sheet and bake them and like fall fitty in it. I don't know.
Well, steaks. We'll catch you later. Have a great night.
I sit there and eat food until I just sit. I don't cook the food. I just eat the food.
Oh. Ham and cream cheese. Sounds good. I mean, I'd be down. I've just never had it, you know?
Johnny, I'll send you one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You hook a brother up with some chicken cordon bleu.
You want some mashed potatoes and gravy?
Is it leftovers, though?
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, I'm not
I'm good, bro. I don't like fresh. I don't even know what I'm doing tonight. Maybe breakfast for dinner.
Johnny, you got an air fryer?
I don't have... Well, I think we do. I've never used it.
I think we do.
You know how my mother was with kitchen stuff. We have it all, but I don't know. So after she passed, we gave some things to my sister. I don't know if that was one of them or not. I'm not sure if it's still in a closet. I don't know. Without the man, thanks for being here. We'll catch you later. Have a good day, sir. Chicken cordon bleu.
I never used the air fryer we have.
Present for chat. No more empty cow promises. Chat, I tried. We tried today, chat. We can't sell till summer, okay? We tried, chat.
Listen, Johnny, you just take a hit, okay? You sell it now.
Chat, we tried, okay? I'm sorry, I can't. All I can do is try, and I tried, okay, chat?
Well, try harder.
Tony, you're not helping the situation.
Because I want cows. I want milk. I want milky milk.
You want some moo-moos?
I want some moo-moo juice. You get brown cows so we can have chocolate milk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, the first thing we're making with our milk is chocolate. So,
Is the production stuff, like the factory, is that worth it to get into?
it's can be very profitable, but it's a lot of work too.
Gotcha.
700K from beans, you don't know what to get. What a good problem to have, right? I land and then plant more beans on it. Just saying. Besides, I gotta go like make the dinners for the family, you know? They're gonna be grumpling here soon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tony, excuse you.
Excuse me.
God.
I'm so sorry.
Playing Debt Simulator, you need your debt. Guys, we have debt. We have 1 million. We're poor, guys. Look, see, we're poor. Okay, watch. We're poor. We're still gonna be in debt, guys. Just so everybody's aware. We're gonna stop it. Like, yeah, 200. We still have $300,000 out, guys. So we're poor. We can't afford them, guys. And we're still in debt, you know? Wait. You're actually here now, done day drinking at work. Excuse me?
Sounds like that guy's doing something right.
Lit, Meister. You're living life, buddy. You're living life right. Oh my. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. That is awesome. Life goals, that's right. Those are some life goals right there, yeah. Started at 9:30. Oh man.
You're gonna drink all
You
day.
can't.
You gotta start in the morning.
You gotta
brother.
start early. That's right. Hey, I was feeling you. I had a beverage earlier, Waster. I got you.
Not at 9:30 in the morning. I guarantee it.
No, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, that's nothing wrong with that.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about why. Play later.
I don't need to know why. All I need to know is that you're drinking and you're having a good old time.
Yeah.
Called stress relief for a reason, Johnny.
Yeah. I'm gonna go drink the rest of that 12 pack tonight. Then you're right.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. No, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Hey, you know what they say, Waster? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Just saying. Christmas party lives in the UK. I'm pretty sure he's in the USA, isn't it? Aren't you, Waster? Was not. It wasn't a productive day.
Oh, it was a productive day. I mean, them bottles disappeared.
If you started drinking at 9:30 in the morning, I can't imagine you getting anything done at work today. Unless your goal was to empty bottles, then... Oh, you're in Canada, Waster. Okay. Canada. Was it a Christmas party, or are you guys just having a good, you know, Thursday?
Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. He was participating. Right? Thirsty Thursday. It's always on 5 in Margaritaville. That's right. Wasting away again in Margarita. Trent, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm assuming that's an emote that I can't see. I see Shell Zero is what I see. So I'm assuming...
I think there's an eye in there, bro.
Assuming that's something I can't see.
I can't see it either.
Assuming that's an emote. Hi, Trent. Wasting away in Margaritaville.
Old Jimmy Buffet.
Jimmy Buffett was your first live concert. Lit. Last day of work back on the 4th. Dang, what a break. Better to drink it throughout the day. You're right. Right. Oh. Okay, Trent, sorry. It took me like 8 years to catch on. Hey, chat. Hey, yo, chat. Why am I not? Did y'all
you sure only had one?
All right, we're just gonna clip that.
I think you can still get a DUI in a sprayer.
Chad, it was one drink. These aren't my pants. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Those aren't your drugs either in those pants?
There's nothing in these pants. Steven, what are you doing in there? Drugs? Nice fire shadow. What'd you do, buddy? Productive day. I drove back and forth across the field and forgot to turn my sprayer on. Oh, goodness. I do have pants on. Thank you. Hey, chat. Those of you that watch the YouTube channel, I'm just not going to put out a video tomorrow, okay? There we go. I just don't see it happening, you know? Just throwing that out there. You heard of a guy getting driving down the street? Oh, my. No pants dance. I'm not dancing with no pants on Twitch. I will lose my Twitch channel. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that fire shadow. I'm on board. I'm on board with everything you're saying there. I'm down, bro. All right, chat. When I get this field done, we're gonna head out of here. Like I said, I gotta go make dinner for the family, and I got a bunch of stuff to take care of tonight as well. So yeah. And what's it called? Stuff to take care of. So stuff, chat, stuff. Lots of stuff. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Lex, I don't get to choose what the ads are. I don't get to choose what the ads are, Mr. Lex. So I that's not on me, buddy. I don't get to choose. Just like here on Twitch, I don't get to choose. Unfortunately. I wish I did. I would choose like, you know, cool stuff like gummy bears, you know? Gummy bears. Always catch the end of streams, DC. Hey, tomorrow, DC, I'll be on late tomorrow. The plan for tomorrow, guys, is to start around 3 o'clock, which is early for me on a Friday. We're going to start around 3 o'clock. It is Christmas Eve tomorrow, obviously, but I don't have any plans. Start around 3. There you go, Trent. Start around 3, play Farm Sim for, a while. I don't know how long. And then at some point tomorrow night, we're going to jump into Railroads Online because I've been talking about it enough lately, and it's just going to be a good time. Thanks for the follow, by the way, that came in. I appreciate you. Welcome in. So we're going to play some Railroads Online tomorrow night. But Farm Sim first. Okay, guys? Right, Lex? That would be awesome. I'm a gummy bear. Gummy bear. There, yeah. We need to buy some more fertilizer. Or herbicide, huh?
Yep.
Let's get going. Alright. Anyway, chat, we are gonna head out of here. Sarge, thanks for trying to help me get to the cows today. It was so unfortunate.
No problem.
And Tony's here. Hi, Tony.
I'm here.
Bye, Tony.
Bye.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
Yep.
Okay, bye. Those of you watching on YouTube, have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.